Woo-wee. Sorry I'm late. I was in the middle of a trade. God dang it. Jesus, that was stressful. Woo! Holy crap. Okay. How's everybody doing? Jesus. I was in the middle of a trade when 9:45 came about, so I had to get to my target. It was NQ. I jumped the gun on NQ when it came down below the overnight open, and I got in for the break of the candle. It came back up, knocked me out, and it didn't go lower than it went here, and I took the long back across the box right there. Jesus, let me tell you, I was in right there, and we ran all the way there. And let me tell you, it was a battle. But anyways, woof. Jesus. All right. So sorry about that. When I was in the middle, here's the last, just as soon as the 15 minutes was over, I mean, it's like this candle came down and I had my stop right here because if we broke the bottom of this candle, I felt we were going to roll over. And then it reversed and slammed right up to my target. Jesus. Anyways. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. So let me get my bearings. Holy crap. Did anybody take the RTY or the YM straight out of the box? Did anybody take either one of those straight out of the box? I didn't even see that. Holy cow. I'm sorry. I'm sitting there calling this the NQ. It was the ES. Jesus, sorry. I'm so freaking flustered. It was the ES that I ran across the box. I must have got, how many points did I get in the ES? Holy cow, I got 12 and a half points. 12 and a half points in the ES. I said NQ like 3 freaking times. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Patriot. Yeah, ES. Blah, 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 blah. I'm always looking at the NQ when I'm looking at the ES. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm always looking at the NQ when I'm looking at the ES. So I got my brain fried. Anybody catch those out of the boxes in RTY or YM? I mean, those are straight out of the box. I was so focused on this ES trade, I never noticed. Yeah, I was so focused on this ES trade, I never noticed. Holy cow. Sorry about that. That's probably the biggest ES trade I've had of the year. Probably. Matter of fact, I'm sure it is. 12 and a half points. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that probably is. Probably 12 and a half points. Yeah. Without a doubt, that is. Well, damn. I wish I had caught the RTY or the YM. I wish I had caught either one of those. I was so freaking focused on that ES trade. Woo-wee. Get rid of these lines here. Yeah, I know it's ES. I said NQ 3 times, but the entries are on my ES. I stare at the ES and the NQ at the same time because they tend to move in sequence. So let's put it this way. I was so focused on the pattern, I didn't even notice I was in the ES. That's the God's honest truth. I didn't even notice I was in the ES and not the NQ. I was looking at the pattern. Because it doesn't matter which instrument you're in. If the pattern lays out the same, they're going to work. It doesn't matter. And the pattern laid out absolutely perfect in that. And boom, I took it. And I never looked at the P&L. All I did was look at my target. Living proof that the instrument really doesn't matter. It's all about the pattern. But impressively, the ES moved better than the NQ. I mean, the NQ kind of sticking in mud here. Sticking in mud. Excuse me. All right, so let me get some charts that I can look at here. I get some charts that I can look at. The NQ has now gotten above the overnight open and the prior day close and the mid band. The mid band, ironically, happens to be the overnight open. What are the freaking chances of that? What are the freaking chances of that? What are the freaking chances of that? I wasn't necessarily looking at gold. I was, I trade all these screens. When I'm not on the live stream, I trade whatever freaking screen I want, whatever screen I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to trade this screen right here. Does that make sense? Man, that was a beautiful ES trade. Absolutely beautiful ES trade. Jesus. That was wonderful. Mentally, I am still recovering from that trade. I don't take trades. Let me tell you something, Simon. I don't take trades in the first 15 minutes of the equities being open. I don't do that. I did it today. So my mind was like, I did it today. I don't do that. That is not something I do. But I mean, I was sitting here looking at what was going on those lines and seeing we were stretched from the top. And I was like, damn, that traffic jam. This son of a bitch is going to run up. And see, at the same time, so let me put it in perspective. At the same time, I'm looking at RTY crossing its whole box and the YM doing the same thing. So they're running long. The ES is probably going to follow. I didn't say it was a good trade, David. I didn't say it necessarily was a good trade. I don't trade that early in the morning. But I mean, the trade I took was this push. See how we had this push down on the overnight open? I took the break of that. I took the break of that candle long from there right back to the top of the box. But right there meant I got in at like 940. Jesus, of course, everything's got to go to sleep now. So the NQ just came out of the top of the box. So we got two things going on here. It's top of the box, but we also got the prior day high. And the prior day high can be a beast to get through. Yep, and there it goes. It's being rejected. Pending home sales. Yep, pending home sales. I'll be right back. All right, so we got pending home sales over with. I guess so. Why is my timer not working here? Shit, I got to reboot my system. Well, I'm in. Come on, gold, off the mid band. Let's go. And the red line. Come on, gold. Come on, gold. Excuse me. Jesus. Well, oil just shot across the box. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Holy cow. Oil just shot across the box. Holy cow. Like a cannon. All right, I'm going to defend this candle here. This is not doing what I want it to do, but it is a 5-minute trade. So, God dang it. They can take a while to work. Come on, don't roll over on me. If it rolls over, I'm going to look for a W pattern. All right, it rolled over. That was insane. And then look where it stopped. For those that look at that. It blew right through this box, and this is where it stopped, the top of the box. The areas of manipulation, my friends, the areas of manipulation. Wow. Jesus, look at RTY. All right. I got to start paying attention more. Hold on here. All right, the NQ is on the top of the prior day high. for those of you looking, top of the prior day high. It's a very good place for it to potentially go long. Very good place for it to potentially go long is right off the top of the high and the top of the box. Top of the high, top of the prior day high and top of the box at the same time. Had a crossover retest. Come on. Come on, NQ. Come on, NQ. Little lagging here because the ES has not tested the top of its box yet. It would be nice if they both did it at the same time, but I don't have time to wait for the ES. Let me get this thing out of the way. All right, there we go. Come on, let's go. Run, baby, run! Run, Forrest! Run, Forrest, run! Run, Forrest! There you go. All right, I'm gonna look to my left here in a minute, see where we might be able to go to. All right, so right here, we've cleaned all these pivots out right here on this push up before the pullback. So the other area is way the hell up here. Woo-wee. Can we get there? Well, we're going to try. That's where we're going to try. That's where we're going to try. Go. Come on, baby, go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go. We don't want no W patterns. We want you to do a V pattern. V. V. V for victory. Come on. Don't roll over on me. Come on. It's pissed me off. This freaking ES did not touch the top of its box, and I'm concerned that it still wants to do that, which is going to drag my NQ down. Come on, NQ, go. Come on. Show the ES who's boss. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's got to break through this. It's got to break through this. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's got to break through that pivot right there. It cannot stop there. If it stops there, we're in trouble. Come on. Come on. Break that freaking pivot. There you go. All right. So the next pivot is the one I showed you to the left. That's where we're going to go to, hopefully. Go. 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 Bob needs money. I need money. Who doesn't know that I need money? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hit it. You guys know why I picked that target, right? I just want you, I want to clarify. You guys saw that. I'm looking for that, the next pivot of resistance to our left. That's why that's my target. And we are struggling. Come on, stop struggling. Oh, you freaking PA. Come on, man. Come on, Chi. Quit acting like July trading. You're freaking driving me nuts. Oh, crap. Come on. Come on. Arg. Don't be a dick for a tick, Bob. Don't be a dick for a tick. That's usually a saying of mine, but I'm bound and determined to get it. Oh boy, that's not good. How far up did I? Oh, I front run it. I front run the damn thing. Why are we stopping? Okay, there we go. Jesus. I thought I had front run that target. I said, why are we stopping? It'll run now that I'm out. Anyways, there's your freaking write your name on your trade, take it to the book, put it in the bank, do it every day. That's your trade right there. You cross that box, you create that space, you sit on top of it, wham. That's it. That's all you got to learn. That's all you got to learn right there. It's all over but the crying. You don't believe me? If you don't believe me, RTY, same thing. Boom, boom. It's all over but the crying. It's all over but the crying. Shoot. And look at, oh, by the way, let's just for shits and giggles. God dang it. Hold on a second. What the hell's wrong? My mouse just went freaking. My mouse just got stuck. God dang it. God dang it. I don't journal my trades. Absolutely not. Dude, I'm dyslexic. I'm dyslexic. Instead of journaling my trades, you know what I do, Avalon? You want to know what I do instead of journaling my trades? I actually look at charts and I see what patterns have been repeating lately. And those are the ones I trade the next day. Because all these trades that I talk about, they go through patterns of when they're working good and when they're not working good. And so the only way you know that is to keep going back and looking at the previous day's charts and see, hey, lately the 5-minute red line's working really good in gold. Or, hey, the crossover retest of the top of the box is working like freaking gold in the equities. Spend more time looking at what happened before and then sit there and look at your charts the next day and look for that to happen. That way you don't pick a specific trade, fall in love with it, and think it's going to work for you the whole year, because it's not. It's not. If the exact trade worked every day, all the time, then the algos wouldn't be able to trap people. Now I'm freaking pissed because my mouse is frozen. Hold on here. God dang it, stop. Let me see if I can put this one over here. Hold on. I got stacks of computers under here. Oh, shit. What the hell just happened? Give me a second. Computer repairman at your service. What the hell just happened here? I don't know what the hell's happened. My mouse is completely frozen. I'm trying my other one, but because my mouse is frozen, it will not let me. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I just thought of something. That didn't work either. God dang it. It is on battery, but that's not the problem. It's literally frozen right on my screen. I see it. I actually see the mouse. It's frozen right in the middle of my screen. I might have to shut the live stream down. I mean, it's just frozen. All right, it's working again. All right. So here. So see how I picked that spot as my target and then it rolled over. Now we got lucky. It's rolling back up again. But the main thing for me to show you on this trade was why I picked this target also. Okay. So, because we had already, when this thing, so let's just talk quickly here. Okay. See all these pivots that push price down over here to our left? This one right here. So if you look, this is one of the main reasons this is such a good trade. This run up right here before the pullback broke all these pivots, these down pivots to the left. And so therefore, when we got in this, I had two places to be concerned with. This was the first one because that's the pivot that brought us here. And then what's the next one up? This one right here. And see, it's still kind of stuck here. That's why, that's what I talk about when people say to me, well, what do you use as your targets and your stops? Well, as I've evolved in my trading, I try as much as possible to use my stops as the back of the candles until I can comfortably put myself at break even. Then I go look at my targets and I look at pivots to my left, unless there's a static line above me that I feel confident they're going to reach for. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times they'll run to a static line. You know what I mean? And it's just a feel. It doesn't make me right, but it does. You guys have seen, the guys that have been on my live stream before, you guys have seen me pick targets before and then sit there and boom, boom. We roll right over at it. You know what I mean? Like that's the spot because it's either the top of the box or it's the overnight open or it's, a big pivot to our left. And again, see, it's still struggling right here. See these two big pivots right here. It's price is struggling to get through there. Sorry about that. In today's market, Ian, don't get me wrong, dude. I commend you for your attempt. Trust me. But in the trading we've been going through lately, it's going to be a long time before it goes to that high, in my opinion. It's just not that kind of energy in the market right now. In February, yeah, that trade would have gone ping, ping. That's what made February, March such good months to make money. I mean, because when you got in rotations, they would go to huge targets. All right, sorry about that. You know what? I need to do it the other way. You guys didn't know I was a computer repairman, did you? There. Now, see that? I mean, I'm not happy that I'm right. I'm just pointing it out. So here's an interesting thing that I want to point out. Okay, hold on here. Remember, I said this earlier. Where is it? ES. I said the whole time we were in that NQ trade, this thing had not tested the top of the box yet, meaning the ES. Well, it's finally there now. See, I kept telling you, I kept saying they're going to want to test the top. I said it about 3 times as this was going. I'm a little nervous about this NQ because this ES is going to want to test the top of the box. And it has done it now. Is it going to reject it long? I don't know. Market's getting a little freaking squirrely. I took such a beautiful ES trade right here earlier today. I don't want to lose my money. What a sissy I am. Took a beautiful ES trade earlier today. And I've taken a beautiful NQ trade today. All right, if this stays as an inside candle, I'm going to take the break of this. If this stays here like this, where's my timer? Where the fuck is my timer? God dang it. Give me a second, guys. Where is my timer? There's my timer. Jesus. All right. We had an inside candle of an inside candle. See that? Inside of this one, inside of this one. So I'm willing to roll the dice on this. If it goes, yep, there it is. Come on, ES, don't leave me hanging here. Oh, you dog. I'm not going to let it take me beyond that. Yep, you dog. Boy, it sucked me in, man. 2 inside candles in a row, then went up and reversed. Terrible. That's why you got to, again, that's why you got to have big wins, small losses. That loss was like $125. That win was probably about, shit, I don't even know. How many points did I have? 13.75? $687. Now, the ES may have been just dog and ponying us because it might be trying to test either the prior day high or the 5-minute red line also. I'm watching the NQ at the same time. It's still trying to go long. The RTY is trying to go long. I mean, they're trying to go long. Damn it. Shoot. Stop. It's going to go off the red line, isn't it? Yep, there it goes. So far. I didn't take this because we had space between here and the bottom of the top of the box. I just didn't. I'm not going to take it straight into resistance. If this candle right here had cleared this spot, I'd be in this long right now. But because it didn't, I'm not in it. Call me picky. I am picky. Call me picky. Call me picky. Man, that setup in the NQ was just beautiful. I couldn't have drawn one better than that. Think about this, guys. How many times have we seen this week? Not necessarily in the NQ, but in every one of these, in any of these freaking equities. How many times have we seen that this week? Just wondrous, wonderful. RTY, what a princess. RTY wanted to make it easy on everybody today. It's not having all that crazy manipulation up and down. It just decided we're going to come touch the top of the box and just keep on blending our way up. See you guys later. The question is, where is it going? Because here's the high, previous day high. Question is, where is it going? That's hard to tell when you got something like that. All right, let's see here. Okay, I am looking for. Oh boy, Jesus. There's a couple scenarios. I'm looking for either a long in the NQ or a long in the ES. Um, So I took the long in the. I should have taken the long in either one. I took the long in the NQ. I'll explain the two of them in a second here, but I took a long in the NQ. Let me get. Oh, all right, Jesus, you're running fast on me. Shit. Okay. Oh, yeah. I got snapped out at even. So why the NQ? Well, we rolled up and then back on top of these lines, and then we had a sequence of candles going down. I still think it's going to go long. Something happened though, because like the ES took off and then it snapped all the way back. Like you never know when somebody's saying something nowadays. I don't like the uncertainty of when I'm in a trade that something war related is going to hit the news. Makes me very timid as a trader lately. I'm having to move my stops in quicker, like I did here. I'm having to trade a little different because I'm thinking the whole time please don't say something stupid. Somebody please don't say something stupid. Don't make the freaking market go bananas. Pattern wise, this thing should roll up from here. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. All right. Okay, Patriot. Okay. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Patriot. Because I don't know. I've heard rumors about the potential new Fed chair or whatever. I mean, I don't like any of them. They've all been in my lifetime. Every Fed chairman has been a Benedict Arnold to the United States of America as a country, in my opinion. But so have 90% of the politicians in my lifetime too. They're all Benedict Arnolds. They don't give a fuck about the United States. They only give a shit about themselves. See, I should be back in this, but I'm nervous now. That's exactly right, Avalon. They're going to print more money no matter who's in. They have to print money because their biggest debtor, the pig that they've stuffed, the U.S. government, wouldn't survive without it. See you, Jim. Yeah, I see that, Kevin. That's exactly it's what I'm looking at, Kevin, with that is it's so this is what Kevin's talking about right here. The YM is leading the market down, and it's going to lead it at least until it gets here. At least until it gets here. I've been watching it go through this, and I'm like, shit, because that's more down pressure on what's going on, which is kind of why I liked the NQ long, but I didn't love the NQ long. Not until at least the YM gets down to here. I mean, it's very obvious at this point in time that the market is putting in a yeoman's effort to leave the NQ. North of the prior day high. They are putting in a valiant effort. It is a battle, without a doubt. And that's, and the ES is in the same predicament. So, if you look at the ES, it's on its prior day high. And there's going to be some battles there to hold that position. Leaves optimism in the market. If they give that up, if they give up that line in these two instruments, it's not boding well for the rest of the day. So if we get lucky, the YM will hold here, and then we can start seeing some trades to the long side in the NQ and the ES. That's kind of my thought. If we get lucky, but the YM is going to have to hold. Pattern-wise, once it went inside this box, it's supposed to go here, and that's what it's done. So now let's see what it does now that it's there, and hopefully this is what it does: is it V's its way back up to here. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Man, I'm still in love with that NQ trade I had. That was beautiful. Actually, my ES trade was probably more impressive, to be honest with you. But the NQ trade was just a textbook trade. Textbook. What makes me think the YM is gonna reverse, I'm just talking, is because even though it's down the way it is, the R2I is still up and out of the box. The NQ is still up and out of the box. The ES is at the prior day high, which means that's its battle zone to hold. And Yeah. So the YM has surprised me lately, though. It's been the one a lot of times dragging the rest of the market with it. So we just got to wait to see what it's going to do. Because the problem is, so let me explain to you what the problem is. All the trade situations of the NQ and the RTY and the ES right now are to the long side. But the problem is the Dow in the last 20 minutes has only been going down. So while you're trying to take a rotation, say long in the NQ, there's negative sentiment in the whole market as a whole from the Dow not following the sequence. And it makes those rotations, for example, in the NQ, short-lived. So I don't care if they're all on the short side or they're all on the long side, but I want them all on the same side. Does that make sense? I want them all on the same side. I want them all long or I want them all short. Just makes it easier. Makes the rotations, it makes the follow-throughs more consistent. I will tell you this, what's not good news is oil keeps going up. That has not been good for the market lately. Oil keeps going up. I'm guessing gold keeps going down. Let me see. Yep, gold is gold is going down. So that's not a good situation for the equities. Okay, now we got big candles. Obviously, somebody said something stupid. Big candles. Big candles. Woo-wee. All right. Glad I'm not in this shit right now. Holy cow. Big candles. Look at that candle right there in the YM. Look at that craziness. Look at the one in the ES. Somebody's talking. Somebody's saying something. Look at that. I mean, you just can't trade with that kind of garbage. Somebody, so while we're sitting here kind of waiting for something to happen, okay? Let me tell you a conversation I had with a trader yesterday. All right. That's now where he got these statistics from, all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure specifically. He said he thinks he got this information from something Daryl Martin said at Apex. But either way, where it came from, it sounded 1,000% plausible. Okay? So here's what he said. He said that Daryl mentioned that successful traders trade predominantly 3 to 5 trades a day. Unsuccessful traders, now again, there's always exceptions to the rule. Unsuccessful traders trade above 7 trades a day. And I know this. The days that I've lost the most amount of money I've ever lost in my years of trading have been days where I've done exactly that, where I have just like a freaking idiot. And then like today, I hit a beautiful NQ trade. I hit a beautiful ES trade. I had 2 break evens on NQ subsequent. And I mean, I'm pretty much done. Unless these guys start moving in the same direction. And right now we got 2 instruments long, we got 2 instruments short. It's not looking good. We've got Look at this ES right here. We've got confusion. Look at this garbage. We've got confusion. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to do anything rational with this shit going on. But anyways, I just thought I'd bring that topic up because I do think there's a lot to that. I think there's a lot to it. And so why less trades versus more? Well, because I'm going to give you my 10 cents. I believe it's because successful traders patiently wait for the optimal trades. Doesn't mean they're going to work, but it just means that they're taking trades on like the NQ trade that I took. That was optimal. If I wasn't such a freaking idiot, I would have hit that with 2 contracts. My ATM was set for 1. I wasn't paying attention. Boom, I was in. I should have hit it for 2 contracts. Absolutely should have hit it for 2 contracts. Big mistake on my part, but that's okay. But I managed the trade perfectly, right to where the target should have been. Price got up in that area and then rolled over. You know, Avalon, that's a good point. And if I'd have done that this morning, I would have already had the one. I would have already had the one before I started the live stream. So, I mean, I really can't do that. Yeah, 1 to 3 trades. Yeah, he trades the NQ. All right, so it looks like they've decided to make it a down day. Well, that's exciting. All right, well, maybe we can start finding some stuff short now. God, you guys know how I am about shorts. Yeah, I've done that, Thomas. I have. I've done that exact thing before. I've done that exact thing before. Hold on a second. This is starting to become a consistent pattern that the YM is becoming the canary in the coal mine. We've had days in this live stream in the last couple of weeks where the YM is up and everybody else is down, and the YM's like no, and the whole thing, after 10:15, 10:30, the whole thing rotates in the direction of the YM. The YM has, it seems to me, the ES sometimes will go off on its own and determine the direction of the market, but the YM has been pretty consistent at doing that lately. I don't know, Kevin. I never paid attention to anything that he did. I have personally spoke to him though on this phone right here. I've personally spoke to him. He's a very nice guy. Very nice. I mean, his videos that he does where he explains, how to set your charts up or whatever, where he comes across as a nice guy and stuff is the same live. I'm going to see if I can get this YM to give me a little W pattern right here. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to look for it to potentially run up. Now keep in mind, I don't even have the damn thing on. And I got the wrong strategy. There we go. Keep in mind, most likely it's going to go down. But if it rejects from here, I want to be in on it.
336-406-4058.
Ah, shit. You were supposed to call me yesterday, dude. Now you're calling me? Hold on. Let me pay attention here. Okay. He doesn't have a YouTube, no. The only YouTube I've seen is just when he's doing like explanations of how to set your charts up for Apex. So it's on the Apex YouTube channel. I guess they have a YouTube channel or something. It's just where they document their instructional stuff so you know what you're doing. Well, the ES just crossed the box. Isn't that exciting? After a crossover retest. Isn't that exciting? I'm paying attention, guys, just so you know. The problem is right now all we're doing is free falling. So we're getting no rotation. We're just free falling. No rotation. God dang it. Man, I was going to take that long. Nope. All right. Yeah, that's exactly right, Crude Junkie. The YM is the old grandpa leading the way, telling us, no, we're not going up today, we're going down. That's one of the main reasons I have this chart up. It's not to trade it. It's to see what the sentiment of the big dogs is. I mean, I don't take many trades in the YM, but it helps me to see it because it'll give me, for example, seeing. So I might as well spend some time talking. Seeing this going on is exactly why I bailed on the NQ being long anymore. Even though it would find support on the way down, for example, in the NQ, I'm like, no, I'm not getting caught up in that mess. because the YM is not agreeing with us. Same thing with the ES. Those two are the you need those guys to agree with you, or you're going to have a hard time making money trading. You need them to agree with your other instruments. Man, oil is just going long, man. Oh, shoot. Is gold still crashing? Oh, interesting. So gold blew through the prior day low, came up, tested the top, the bottom, and then rolled over. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come back down, 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 gold. Come back down to here, and then I'm going to take you long. Don't roll up on me. Don't roll up yet. There you go. Come back down. Come on, gold. What the fuck? Come on. Ah. Come back down. Come back down, gold. Come back down. Come back down. Excuse me. Jesus. Yeah. Yep. It's going to run up without me. Yep. It didn't give me it hasn't given me an entry. See, now the pattern is, because it came up, rolled down, and then rolled back up. The pattern is to sit on top of here and then go long. For me. Right now, it's stuck on top of the 9 EMA. So it's having a hard time getting here. But keep in mind, if the sharks are in the tank, they want to run it here to get people leaning short and then slam it back up. And that's what my whole strategy is about. It's about knowing when the sharks have entered the tank and the deliberate reactions that they'll do to catch people. Like right here, as this is meandering, the whole thought of the sharks is, oh, we got people leaning long. So slam it down, take their money, and then slam it back up. Oh my God. Boy, the equities are just crashing. All right, gold did what I asked it to do. So now the question is, will it rotate long? It jumped me. It jumped me. It jumped me. Okay, no. Now, oh, I've got, let me put this up here. All right, go. Come on, go. Go. Come on. Come on. Damn, the equities are just falling. That's not helping my gold trade, I can tell you that. All right, I'm going to put my stop behind this candle. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. All right, let's go. Let's go. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's going to snap my stop, I think. Yep. You dog. Wow. There goes the equities again. Some bad news coming out somewhere. Oil is just off and running. Some bad news coming out somewhere. Some bad news coming out somewhere. I don't know where. All right, come on now. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. You stay down here. Stay down here. There's a lot of money to be made if I can catch, if this thing will actually do the rotation I'm looking for. Yeah, exactly, Chase. Oh, shit. Hold on here. All right, hold on here. Oh, go, go, go. Come on. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Come on. There you go. Let's go. Now let's go. Come on. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. What the hell? Yeah, let's go. Jesus, why did we have to think about it so long? Now go. Now go. 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 This pivot right here is going to be what I got to pay attention to right here. If we can get there. No. Don't come back and get me. Don't come back and get me. Jesus. Yep. Shit. Yep. The sad part, gold wants to go long because if it didn't, it wouldn't have done this. It wouldn't have crossed back inside the prior day low. But I think the fact that the equities just keep crashing, it's not helping it. Ouch. I agree with that, Avalon, because everything's just moving in a straight line. There's no manipulation going on. So, like look at the RTY. This is just a straight line. There's no manipulation. Without manipulation, there's nothing to grab hold of. There's nothing to give us a pullback rotation, any of that stuff. But like when our candles that we're counting on don't hold, that's why you got to get the hell out, because all of a sudden, bam, you're down here. You freaking piece of shit. You total garbage. Total garbage. Total garbage right now. Mm-hmm. I'll be right back. Fucking gold. Piece of shit. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. It's fucking stupid people. Thanks, Eddie. A lot of years of and pain was exposed in that video. A lot of years of pain was exposed in that video. Yeah. It's it's funny, Eddie, because it's like all of us. I'm going to tell you something. Eddie. I'm going to make a statement today. How about that? I'm going to make a statement today, Eddie. You ready? This is something I told a trader yesterday who happens to also be in my industry. So it's not somebody that's in our group here. Okay. This is what I said. This is probably going to shock a lot of people. I said, if I had to walk the path that I've walked in trading again, and I'm talking about from back, 15 years ago or whatever to today, I would prefer not to walk the path. And that's a God's honest truth. I would have preferred not to walk the path. He was shocked I said that. I said, dude, I'm just being honest. I mean, the amount of energy and time and effort I've put into learning what it is I've learned and all that kind of stuff, it's amazingly painful and very trying mentally and emotionally.
Dennis or Dennis LLC.
Hold on a second, guys. Yeah. So I mean, I'm just laying it out there honestly, Eddie. I swear to God, I'm not making that up. If I had to walk the path again, I wouldn't. I would prefer not to. And that freaking phone call missed this trade for me. God damn it. Fucking phone call. This is anyways. And that probably is something that some people need to hear, because, just like I said in that video, man, this stuff's not easy. And if you're not committed to learning, this art, and understand that this is a zero-sum game, and you're trading against people that really know what they're doing. And I mean, if I was starting at this level I'm at right now, I would walk the path. The problem is I didn't start at this level right now. And so now that I've gotten to where I am, I wouldn't want to walk the path again. I'm just being as honest as I possibly can. Yeah, Ryan. It's funny when I say what I just said, Ryan. You're one of the people that I would think, that I've kind of got to know from doing this channel. You're one of the people that I kind of think to myself, he probably would say the same thing. You're one of those people. There's probably a handful I can think of that are in this channel and watch it. And if they had to walk the path again, they wouldn't. They would prefer not to. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. I'll give you a perfect example. Of the things that I'm just so retarded about. All right. You want me to give you one? I sit here on this live stream and I tell everybody, if price runs out the box after the first candle, when it comes back in, it's going to cross the box. See that? Do you know who took this trade? I did. I actually took it. Do you know who took it out right here? I did. You know who didn't get the other $2,100 that this fucking trade made? Me. Because I'm a mental midget. I struggle controlling my emotions when I'm in trades. Even though I sit here and I tell you guys, if this comes out, not in the first candle, but comes out beyond that, when it comes back in, it's going here. Even though I tell you that, I can't seem to freaking do it. And so if I had stayed in this trade to there with just one contract, it was $2,600. But I closed it out with $550 or something like that, and was excited with myself. But the problem is that $550 isn't shit in gold if you're going to trade gold. It's simple things like that I can identify trades that'll make a lot of money, and for whatever reason, when I'm in them, I can't manage myself to do that as well as I should. And then, another thing that a lot of people don't realize is even though I keep my losses as small as I can, the losses are still larger than you think. You know, I find it amazing. You'll get a couple losses and you'll think to yourself, well, man, the candles were only, I'm going to use an analogy. The candles are only this big that I got stopped out on. And the candle that I'm in right now, that's a winning trade, seems to be this big, but my P&L is zero. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like, this is a lot tougher than people think. Trading is extremely difficult. Trading is extremely difficult, just extremely difficult. Yeah, I got a bolt too. I'm on my way out, guys. Well, yeah, but then, that is correct, Roger. That is 100% correct. The problem is, I mean, if I was already retired or something, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's not financially worth it for me to sit here and take a trade and make, $200. You know what I mean? I've got 15 houses to build already this year. Oh, speaking of that, who would like to see my latest house that I just finished? Who would like to see that? Does anybody want to see the house I just finished yesterday? Does anybody want to see that? That's the back of it. There's the front of it. There's the front of it right there. There's the front of it right there. Yeah, I just finished this one yesterday in Asheville, North Carolina. It's a cape with 3 dormers, a two 4-foot dormers and a 6-foot dormer. I did a shed roof over the front of it, and this is the back of it. I did a shed roof off the back too for the sliding glass door right there. Yep. So I just finished that house yesterday, and Yeah. I've got like 5 that are finishing in the next. This is one of the 5, but I got 5 finishing in the next 30 days. 5 houses finishing in the next 30 days. This is the first one of the 5. Yeah. Of the 5 that I have to finish, by the way, 3 of them are capes. So I'm back in the cape business. I used to build a lot of capes years ago, but now I don't build. I went through a period where I wasn't building as many, and now I'm back to building them. So like I said, 3 of the 5 I'm going to finish in the next 30 days are capes. 2 of them are ranches. And and you know what I did yesterday? I mean, and this is all going on that you guys don't even realize behind the scenes. I set a house 13 feet in the air on pylons yesterday on the water out towards the coast. 13 feet in the air on pylons. So, I mean, you literally look right underneath the house because there's nothing there but pylons, because you got to put the house above the floodplain, which was 13 feet. Pretty crazy, huh? That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Anyway, so I did that. I had one of those set yesterday. So, I mean, I trade, and I do trade, but I mean, I got a lot of stuff going on, man. It's not just me sitting here, looking at charts and taking trades. No, I'm not kidding. 13 feet in the air. I've done it before. I did another one from where that one is, probably about 30 miles away. I did another one last year. Matter of fact, the one I did last year was a cape like this, a little bit bigger than this one even, 13 feet in the air. Now visualize standing underneath that, a cape that's 13 feet in the air on an island called Manteo Island. It's the island of the Lost Colony. If any of you have ever heard of the Lost Colony, that's the island. It's called Manteo Island. I built a cape last year, 13 feet in the air. So on the Lost Island, the Lost Colony. Anyways, so so this is what I do in my free time when I'm not trading. That's what I do in my free time. I'm delivering another one of these, by the way, next week. That's another thing. I've got one of these, another cape being delivered out to the coast next week. I mean, I got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Well, here they're hurricanes, but yeah, here they're hurricanes. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. For me, it's easier to make money on houses because, I mean, I've got 30 years experience of doing this. And I have a niche on how I do it. And so, I mean, I have customers. I mean, I've got 3 houses in for quotes right now. I mean, and I have a really good team that I work with. That's the key for me. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. All right. Everybody have a good day. Bye.